Hey everybody, JitteryJay here. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Up next today, we're checking out Ginger Billy again. This one is the anatomy of a married female's brain. Um, yeah, we're gonna get started on this in just a second. But first, as always, let me fix something real fast. Okay. First, as always, we're going to hit the like and subscribe on the original video. That is the important part. It just shows support everywhere we go. To that effect, all the Ginger Billy's links will be in the description below, as well as a link to the original video, so you can do the same. That being said, let's click this on, and let's get into this. Let's see what he's got us into this time. That should be interesting. Anyway, let's go.
Hello, America. I have been married for 5 years now, and during that time I have been performing secret psychological studies on my wife to see if I can figure out how the female brain works. During those in-depth studies, I came up with a diagram of the female brain, and this is how it looks. First, I'd like to point you to this very tiny gland down here at the bottom of the brain called the what do I want to eat gland. Now fellers, I know you have often wondered, why can my girlfriend or wife never figure out what or where she wants to eat? And that is because the female what do I want to eat gland is very small. So small, in fact, that it is almost non-existent. Next, you can see the SCJ region of the brain, shoes, clothes, and jewelry, which is located in the front near the eyeballs. Now, what's interesting about this region of the brain here is that it can send messages to other parts of the brain. Let's just say a man walks into his house with a shiny new necklace for his wife. Well, this region of the brain here is going to send a message all the way across the brain to the very small pea-like sex gland. The sex gland will actually grow in size for a very brief moment in time, allowing the male a chance to get frisky with the female.
It's gonna travel all the way around to the very pea-sized sex gland. I like how the directions gland isn't much bigger, which is crazy when you think about it. Anyway, sorry about that. That's our new doggy out there barking. We got a slightly bigger dog this time. Anyway, yeah.
To get frisky with the female. And believe me, it's a very small window.
Right.
I know. As you can see here, this is the I told you so gland. Anytime a male and female get into an argument and the male is wrong, this gland here will fire off a message and the female will say, I told you so. Now, as we can see here, this is the gossip region of the brain, which is responsible for holding all the juicy gossip and relaying all the juicy gossip. For example, if a woman finds out that her next door neighbor, who is married, is having an affair with another man, the gossip region of the brain will shoot a message down to the fingers, who will then send a text to all of her friends saying that her next door neighbor is a hoe. Now, in some females, this area can be very large. I'm talking about taking up almost the whole entire brain.
Right.
Here we have the headache generator. Now, the headache generator can send messages to other parts of the brain as well. If a man were to walk into a bedroom with his wife and he's feeling frisky, and the wife sees it, but she ain't feeling frisky, the headache generator will actually start pulsating. This will cause a headache. This will in turn send a message to the sex gland, shutting off the sex gland, causing the female to show no love or affection towards the male, which gives the man all the signs that she don't want to get frisky. But you know how good us men are at reading signs.
Right.
As I said, this here is the sex gland. What's so interesting about the sex gland is that after marriage, the sex gland seems to shrink, and the I told you so gland seems to get larger. Here we have the anniversaries and birthdays region of the brain. It's very large because females seem to be able to remember everybody's anniversary and birthdays that they ever come into contact with. Now here in the back you can see a very small region called...
She's got to write stuff down same as I do. I know better. Then again, we've been together 24 years. Well, we've been together 25 years. We've been married for 24 of them. But yeah, you get to know each other in that amount of time, big time. anniversaries, birthdays, I'm better at that than she is because they're numbers. I'm usually better with numbers than I am with names and places and everything else. It's just the way I'm wired. But anyway, let me back this up just a little bit.
Now here in the back you can see a very small region called the directions gland. Now
Right.
this here is the reason that many females have to use a GPS to get to the gas station this 5 minutes down the road that they've been to multiple times. Now this can be
My wife I used to joke with my wife she could get lost going to the corner store and back. And yeah, her sense of direction is horrible. Me, I've always had a good sense of direction. I came from growing up down in West Virginia and walking through the woods every night. Just because I couldn't sleep. I've had insomnia since I was a kid. It's been horrible. But anyway.
Here in the back, you can see a very small region called the directions gland. Now, this here is the reason that many females have to use a GPS to get to the gas station this 5 minutes down the road that they've been to multiple times. Now, this can be small in males too, because I know plenty of guys that can't get nowhere without a GPS. Now, as you can see here, at the base of the brain is a very large gland called the every bad thing my husband has ever done gland. Now, this is so large because it holds a lot of information. And of course, the longer the relationship, the more the guy screws up, the bigger this gland gets. And you see, this gland holds all this information so it can be reused at certain times. For example, if my wife was to do something right now to tick me off, and I was to tell her about it, her every bad thing my husband has ever done gland will shoot out a message and say, hey, why don't you remind him of that stupid thing he did back in 2012 to make you mad? And last but not least, the ice cream and sweets region of the brain, which is located right at the nose for good reason. If you want a female to forget about every bad thing you've ever done, if you want her to forget about gossiping, you want her to forget about her headache, and you want to increase the size of that sex gland right there, get her some ice cream or some sweets. Ain't only the way to a female's brain, it's also the way to her heart. I hope y'all have enjoyed my presentation of the female brain. Lord. Love y'all.
He is something else. Oh my goodness. Is he wrong though on some of those? So I've known people that fit every one of those definitions. Whether it be the people that are constantly like I told you so. I've known people of all sexes like that. It's not just females. My brother's like that, and it drives me up a wall. Anyway, what do you do? Another one? Oh, anatomy of a nurse's brain. I might have to check that one out because my wife's been a nurse. Anyway, I thought this was absolutely hilarious, but then it's Ginger Billy, so of course it's going to be hilarious. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments. Let me know what else I got to check out, and I'll get there as soon as I possibly can. If you're still here and haven't done so yet, I'd be ever so grateful if you'd hit the like and subscribe buttons. It goes a long way towards helping the channel grow. That being said, that is just about going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.